Clemson did receive authorization to sue the ACC in Pickens County by the state of South Carolina Attorney General. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Welcome to episode 398 of College Football's Peek Around the Corner with your host, Greg Pflugar. We cover everything in college football because we love everything in college football. And if you do as well, please subscribe to our channel. Smash the like button if you like our content. Share the video with your family and friends. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right to it. A published article just came out from the Post and Courier. John Blah. Holy smokes. Clemson is suing the ACC. We knew that, of course. Here is how and how much the university is paying its lawyers. We provide a link in the description box below the video. You can read the whole article. Again, Post and Courier this afternoon. Clemson was authorized by South Carolina Attorney General's office to pay 3 law firms up to $475,000 through June for its legal fight against the Atlantic Coast Conference, according to records obtained by the Post and Courier. These dollars, according to a university spokesperson, will come from the athletic department revenue and private donations, not from taxpayer funds. Clemson's athletic department is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars and potentially millions because it is looking for a means to exit the ACC without paying a steep exit penalty, reportedly $140 million, while also not forfeiting its broadcast rights through the entirety of the ACC's contract with ESPN. The ESPN deal is currently slated to run through 2036, which could bring the total cost of leaving the conference to around $500 million. Because Clemson is a public institution, it had to get approval from the South Carolina Attorney General's office before retaining outside counsel. And that happened a long time ago. The university sought approval for 3 outside law firms for very complex litigation of significant value, as it was termed on the authorization request. The law firms requested by Clemson were Wilson, Jones, Carter, and Baxley from Greenville, and Nelson, Mullins, Riley, and Scarborough from Columbia, as well as Ropes and Gray from Boston, Massachusetts. Nelson, Mullins, Riley, and Scarborough had the largest requested maximum of fees at $250,000 through June 30th, which would be the end of the university's fiscal year. Ropes and Gray maximum was set at $150,000 through June. Wilson, Jones, Carter, and Baxley had the smallest amount at $75,000 for the same term. Of course, it is unlikely Clemson's lawsuit against the ACC will wrap up this summer. The docket for the court in Pickens County currently has alternative dispute resolution set for October of 2024. Clemson will have to request authorization from the Attorney General's office again for legal expenses starting in July. While the athletic department's legal fees could pile up, the authorization forms show Clemson received a discount rate for these lawyers' services. This is the PATC money shot of the article. The following numbers, they got a steep discount. Clemson got a real good deal from these lawyers. For instance, the top earning attorney for Ropes and Gray, Dennis M. Coleman, who has 44 years of experience, has a requested hourly rate of $1,700. $1,700 an hour. But Clemson negotiated that down to $325 per hour. Again, Holy smokes. The remaining 5 of Ropes and Gray's 6 attorneys were all approved at rates between $200 and $300 per hour. Nelson, Mullins, Riley, and Scarborough has 11 attorneys listed at between $275 and $325 per hour. Wilson, Jones, Carter, and Baxley has 4 attorneys approved at rates between $200 and $285 per hour. Authorization requests for all 3 law offices were made on successive days on March 11th, March 12th, and March 13th. Clemson officially filed this lawsuit against the ACC in Pickens County on March 19th. The ACC then countersued Clemson in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina on March 20th. In an amended complaint submitted on April 17th, Clemson's attorney sought damages from the ACC for what they alleged to be a misrepresentations of the conference's grant of rights as ironclad, saying the ACC's false narrative had a chilling effect on Clemson's ability to seek another conference, to have meaningful first-party talks with another conference. Clemson has not been able to get that done. Clemson, in return, is asking the court to make the ACC pay its legal bills. Last week, the judge in Pickens County ordered the ACC to hand over a copy of its agreement with ESPN so Clemson's lawyers could examine the language in the media rights deal. The ACC argue it owns the broadcast rights to its member schools, regardless of whether such a member institution remains a member of the conference during the entirety of the term. And then finally in the article, Clemson, however, is arguing if it left the ACC, the regardless clause would only apply to rebroadcasting games from when the Tigers were in the ACC. So there it is. Clemson did receive authorization from the state of South Carolina Attorney General's office. Before they filed suit against the ACC, they received the authorization sometime, what was it, March 12th, 13th, 14th, sued on the 19th, and then the ACC countered sued on March 20th. But before they asked for authorization of the state of South Carolina Attorney General's office, Clemson had been working on this for a good, basically a year before. Many months. Talking with lawyers, talking with outside consultant firms, probably giving the Attorney General's office a heads up. We need a quick turnaround here. We're requesting complicated litigation, complex litigation. We need to be authorized. We're a public university in the state of South Carolina. Clemson received their authorization. Clemson is taking this very seriously. They are in it for the long run. They're not going to bail on this. Neither is Florida State. Everybody's digging in. It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a grind. And I think the only thing that could push negotiations right now to get everybody at the table, if ESPN declines their option to go further on after 2027 to distribute ACC's content, or the other wild card, I believe here at Peek Around the Corner, is if Judge Cooper of Leon County decides here in the next couple months to rip open any notion of concealment in regards to the ACC and ESPN media rights. If Judge Cooper decides to have a ruling, if they have an argument over it, proceedings over it, pleadings over it, and Judge Cooper comes out with a decision to say that ACC ESPN agreement has to be out in public view, maybe that will push everybody to the negotiation table. But without one of those 2 wild cards popping, we are in it for the long run. It's going to be a grind. Who's going to win the leverage game? Who's going to win the race to judgment game in the courts? But Clemson, getting a discount? Getting a mighty discount from some lawyers in the state of South Carolina and Boston, Massachusetts. Holy smokes. one more. I got a question for you. How much is the ACC spending on their lawyers? Clemson got a discount. Did Florida State get a discount? I don't think the ACC lawyers are getting a discount. Put down your comments and thoughts in the comments section below the video. Until next time, from all of us at PATC to all of you, please you all take great care of each other. Thank you so very much.